Love is a vacuum. It draws all like itself into itself, like a black hole gathering more and more of the cosmic sparkle weave. When enough cosmic ray force is amassed, there is a collapsing explosion into the next level of cosmic awareness. The more becomes more of itself, and this continues as the evolution of our quantum beingness. This appears to our limited sight as a frightening and terrifying destructive force, but it could not be further from the truth. In this state of pure love, we are emitting and receiving an equal, perfected phasing. We are drawing in even as we are signaling out to call in more. To those that have more will be given. To those that have less, all will be lost from them. We will only lose when we have lost our true nature and grasp and take from life without restoring and exchanging. We are constructed and designed to be a multidimensional flow as eternal, regenerative spiraling. This is the alchemy of our existence. When we densify ourselves into a body and our soul is encased in a minuscule awareness of its actual potential and power, we must undergo a powerful process of transmutation to shake off the elusive masks of false self that form shields to protect its fragile and impermanent existence. What is this alchemical journey from the lead of not enoughness into the golden radiance of being everything and all at once? Can you hold all that you are as a cosmic force of such magnitude? It's not easily accomplished in the density of incoherence we find ourselves within when in this human experience. Here we believe in the reality of the heavy suffering and sadness that appear to be real. The reactive experience of being stalked, taken from, attacked, abused, used, and enslaved is deeply convincing. Is there a circumstance you feel you are trapped within? You can free yourself from any lattice of capture you have self-created. Would you believe that you have hired and enlisted other beloved souls to play the evil captors in this epic production of your own suffering? Do you look out into the world and say to yourself, they have everything and I am forsaken and overlooked. I am the unwanted or unredeemed one. One important piece of data to remember is that your small idea of what your life should be, based on the definitions of comparison and others' worldly success, and the idea of what is needed or required according to your unique divine mind, are quite different. Do not look outside yourself for comparison and proof of your success or failure. While it is true you have karmic bondage of sorts, it is also related to your higher evolutionary tempering. This is the way the soul winds itself tightly into a binding and then has the glorious chance to free itself again and again, proving out the point that we are indeed the eternal signal reorganizing itself back into coherence. So do not curse your limitations. They are the keys to your freedom, dear soul. But you must step onto the planks of dissolution and death and be reborn again and again to find this freedom. These deaths of disintegration and reforming, of dissolving and dissolution, followed by rebirthing into a new substance altogether, are the processes of the great Mother Creatrix tending to your own preciousness. They are the sacred tools and initiations for exponential growth into more of your own divine potential. The Mother Ark holds the backdrop. She is the weaver of the aether realms of plasmic life, born from the Azoth of fire water flowing and spun into the creation's form realms, the crystalline threads of our cosmic and material playground. The Eucharist of strength is received as we prepare to die on the cross as a crucifixion of our false perception of self. Here we will be transfigured into the living Christic frequency of eternal immortal existence. We become the body and the blood, the form imbued with the Christic golden liquid light elixir, flowing through the watery etheric crystalline frequency waves that manifest as our embodied experience. We become the matrix maker as we enter the kingdom once again. In this movement as emergence, we are finding our atonement, our at-one-ment, as we rejoin the radiant glowing embers of cosmic rays dancing and pulsing and emitting the glorious tapestry that is the Mother's sacred Eros, spiraling as her creation story. So yes, you must walk through the fires of transcendence to find the truth behind the absurdity of lies of your smallness and insignificance. You are a creator essence playing games with yourself, and you will be released when you step through the portal of fear to be dissolved into a pile of dust and ashes, and then renewed as a glorious geometry and sacred light architecture. Do not be afraid of this transition we call death, whether literal or symbolic. This deliverance of your birthright, welcome it, and surrender to be dismembered from the illusion of your little fractal of self. What emerges on the other side is your own glorious reunion to the holy now, that is the eternal you vibrating in ecstatic sacred Eros that seeks to unite with itself and as many displays as it can fathom. Sacred Eros is the sacred lovemaking with all that is. There is nothing outside of it. How can we swim beyond the eternal ocean? We are all of it, and it is us. And when we remember the ecstasy of this, there can only be joyful, blissful remembrance.